which is why I'm redesigning the website in Zenforo, which is a new forum software. Yeah, it's forum software from the people who made V-Bulletin 2 and 3.
Ooh,
So it's
V-Bulletin, man.
No, V-Bulletin 2 and 3 was good.
Yeah.
V-Bulletin 4 is god awful, made by different people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like, so I bet Soul Calibur 5 is gonna definitely be a blow up, and
Well, it's definitely going to happen. Simply because Soul Calibur 4 made them too much money. There's no reason for them not to do it.
exactly the commercially, like it's really good commercially.
Yeah, well, in America, not in Japan, not in Europe.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Why do Japanese people do not like to play Soul Calibur 4?
I don't know.
That's such a weird. That's such
It's
a weird
not
thing
that technical. It's not like, well, it has technical stuff, but it's not input intensive.
Oh.
It's mostly mind games. Like you
Yeah,
don't-
like that's true. That's very true. Because with the ring out system, and like like with the guard crush system.
Yeah, like you don't need to be good enough to play someone like Cammy or Sea Viper. There's almost no characters that require that type of input intensity.
I see. Except for maybe Hildy.
Hildy isn't even that input intensive. She's a charge character. The only character who's really input intensive is Setsuka.
Hey,
And that's because she clearly plays like Akira Yuki in Virtua Fighter.
Oh, that's true. They do have the same type of execution
Yeah,
in
yeah,
place.
yeah.
That's true. I agree with that. Like, but do you think Star Wars has anything to do with it? Like, as this guy saying?
Oh, absolutely. Star Wars has everything to do with the success of Soul Calibur 4. But the problem I've always felt with having Star Wars in the game is for every dollar they put in to acquire a license like Star Wars, that's a dollar that gets taken away from balancing the game.
That's true. That's very true.
I'm hoping that they don't have the guest characters like they did before. Like honestly, the guest characters were atrocious.
Oh, the PSP release had a really interesting character. What is it? The freaking the clown dude. With the
Oh
knives?
yeah, Dampierre.
Yeah, Dampierre.
Dampierre looks great.
Yeah.
But he's PSP only, and who the fuck plays a fighting game on the PSP?
Hey, you'd be surprised in New York. It's actually pretty popular. But yeah, I do agree. Console needs.
Well, it could be popular in New York because New York's a very high-density area.
Yeah.
You're not going to find people playing fighting games on a PSP in the rural suburbs.
Yeah. It's very true.
But at least it did appear with the PSP version. They were looking at the tournament community.
Yeah.
I mean, the PSP version did what Virtua Fighter did, and where they had PC NPCs you'd play against the computer, and the computers would be based on a actual player's play style.
That's what Tekken 5 DR did also on the PSP.
Yeah, so they had Kayane in Soul Calibur 4 Broken Destiny playing Zhang Hua, and it's actually pretty accurate to how Kayane used to play.
Fucking Soul Calibur. Game needs more credit.
I think the game needs a proper development team.
Really?
Well, the teams that did 1 and 2 are not the same teams that did 3
Oh,
and 4.
they changed. That's why the game is so different.
Yeah, exactly. See, Soul Calibur 2 was very successful, but I don't know why, but they took that team off of Soul Calibur, and then the team that, they also brought a new team in for Tekken 4.
What?
Yeah, no, Tekken 4 had a different team than the team that did Tekken 3 and 5.
Yeah.
So when Tekken 4 sucked, they took the Tekken 4 team and
they
put them
threw
on
him
Soul
in
Calibur 3.
Oh my god.
And that's why Soul Calibur
hilarious.
3 was that bad.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow, that is fucking funny, man.
Soul Calibur 4 was using the same team, but at least they learned a lot from their mistakes.
Yeah.
And so Soul 4 was a lot better than Soul Calibur 3. And it actually, Soul Calibur 2 was probably the best when you take it in terms of tournament readiness. Soul Calibur 2 was probably the best.
Yeah.
But the problem with Soul Calibur 2 is once you start getting high end, like grand finals at EVO, it was so boring.
Yeah. Ugly,
It was
right?
one ugly ass game to watch. Soul Calibur 4, so much fun to watch though. But it really wasn't as polished as something like Soul Calibur 2.
And plus Hildy, plus Algol.
Yeah. Well, we banned them after
I
a
remember.
while.
I remember. I was around for that. I remember entering one of your tournaments that you're running with what was it called? I forget.
Kogurasumaru.
Yeah. And
We now just call it the Jaxel Dome.
Jaxel. That's
The
great.
Jaxel
that's
Dome.
a hot.
There's no dome.
That's so
There's
hot.
no
That's so
dome at
hot.
all, but the name just stuck.
Jaxel
Jaxel
Dome is fucking
Dome.
hot. Yo, Gladiator, son. Wait, yeah.
So yeah, but what I heard is the entire Soul. What the hell's the name of the? What's the name of the crew that makes Soul Calibur?
Namco?
No. The development team. No, Team Ninja does DOA. Oh, Project Soul. From what I heard, Project Soul was completely liquidated.
Really?
Yeah, like half the crew got fired and the other half went to work on Tekken. So my question is, when they announce Soul Calibur 5, who's going to be making it? Because it's not the Soul Calibur 4 crew. It's definitely not the Soul Calibur 2 crew.
I want to see these two play already. Wait, are they actually playing? Oh, really? Wow, I'm a dick. Okay, to the match. So,
Let's see. Big Croc Dog just mentioned that Soul Calibur 2 finals at EVO 2004 were Astaroth versus Nightmare. That's not actually true. What it was Mick and RTD, and they came together. So for grand finals, they were just goofing off and picked like random select.
oh, I heard about that.
And that pissed off
everybody off.
Pissed everybody off.
Because it ruined the idea of actually like wanting to fight for that first place.
Exactly. Because they decided to split. So, you know, it was 5 years before we finally saw Soul Calibur again.
By the way, sorry, Jack. The reason why Ryder is using Balrog is to deal with fucking Cammy because Abel gets raped by Cammy. Anyway, sorry.
Well, Soul Calibur 4 at EVO 2009, so hype.
Yeah. You know what? Europe has a lot of good fucking players.
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
definitely.
Like I played.
Soul Calibur 2 was very popular in Europe.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was very popular. They used to have tournaments in Cannes. Cannes did a tournament once a year, and they had people from all over Europe just come and play, including around the rest of the world. But you know, each country had their own team.
Yeah, like that's so hype, man. Like Europe just loves that game, seriously.
Yeah, they didn't sell that well in Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's what I heard from Katsuhiro Harada.
I know that there were certain tweaks that like certain characters got, like balance-wise, in the European version between the American version.
Oh, the European version of Soul Calibur 4 and the American version of Soul Calibur 4 are the same thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, so 3 was the only one.
No, 2 and 3. Soul Calibur 3, Europe got the superior version.
Oh shit! Get blown up. 1 round. Come on, Ryder!
For Soul Calibur 3, the American version came out first, then the European and the Japanese version. So we actually got the early version, and Japan and Europe got the best version. In Soul Calibur 2, Europe got the inferior version, even though it came later. They introduced a few interesting bugs. Like Ivy has a move where she twirls her sword around and pushes it forward.
Yeah.
It's like a windmill move.
Yeah, and it's like a shitload of mids or something.
Yeah, shitload of mids, and it guard crushes at the end.
What?
Yeah, if you fully charge it, it guard crushes at the end.
And you could set it up, I'm guessing.
In the European version, the guard crush hit before the last hit of the push forward. So it was guard crush, guaranteed hit. If they were at ring edge, it was guaranteed ring out.
What the fuck? That is fucking retarded.
We're talking about how broke the European version of Soul Calibur 2 was.
Yay, Ryder! I'm sorry, MarlinPie. Wow, there's actually a difference in this gameplay. Who's gonna win, MarlinPie or Ryder? Ryder. Oh shit, I think he's angry. Oh, he whipped the throw on the wake up. Yo, Balrog has a dumb hitbox. Like right around here on his legs, it's like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. You can't hit him there. It's so dumb. No other character has that. Just him. Look at that shit.
Yeah, that's because he doesn't kick. In fighting games, your hitbox usually extends through your attack.
He extends
But
through his fucking top
he
head.
doesn't attack with kicks. Therefore, his legs don't have
Let's just
hitboxes.
remove this hitbox on the bottom of his fucking body.
I mean, you look at someone like Dhalsim. He attacks and his hitbox goes across the screen because that's where his hands go.
Yeah.
Your hitbox extend through your attack. And if you don't attack with feet, you don't have a hitbox there.
It's like, it's just different from every other character. It's just stupid. Look, it's like, Yeah, like it's over here. Like,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
boots and shit. Like shit doesn't make sense.
Actually, going back to Soul Calibur, that was a problem that Talim had even in Soul Calibur 2. Like you look at Balrog,
Yo, fuck Soul Calibur too.
no, it's the same way in 3 and 4, so it's okay. And you're talking about how Balrog has his attacks in front of his body, and they're very far out, so it makes it a bit harder to hit his feet. Talim had a problem in all versions of Soul Calibur where her attacks are actually behind her body. So she puts her body out.
Her
Her tonfas, yeah.
Oh.
So she'll put her body out before her attacks. So she's
like
very
that, and
interruptible.
like, you would stick out a long range move.
And yeah, she just get poked in the face.
That's fucking hilarious. Wow. That's some real Capcom shit right there.
Well, it's balanced. She has to be weak against long-range characters, otherwise she's broke. In Soul Calibur 2 at least. Soul Calibur 3 and 4, she's just too weak.
I turn around, and Ryder lost. Sad face. I might have to play Ryder again, maybe. Who's next?